Anna, hello. It's so nice to see you.
Leo, hi. What a lovely surprise to meet you here. Are you enjoying the beautiful day?
I certainly am. It is a perfect Saturday. The weather is just incredible.
It is, isn't it? Not too hot, not too cold, and look at that beautiful blue sky.
I know. After all the rain we had earlier in the week, a day like this feels like a special gift.
It really does. I was so happy when I looked out the window this morning and saw the sun shining.
Me too. I knew I had to come to the park and enjoy it. It's the perfect day for a walk.
I had the exact same idea. It seems half of Vienna is here in the park with us.
Everyone wants to soak up the last of the summer sunshine.
I don't blame them. The temperature must be about 23 degrees. It's my ideal temperature.
I agree. It's warm enough to wear a t-shirt, but not so hot that you feel sweaty and uncomfortable.
And there is a lovely, gentle breeze, too. It feels so pleasant.
I hope it stays like this for the whole weekend.
Me too. But I was just looking at those clouds over there, in the distance.
What clouds? I don't see any clouds. The sky looks perfectly clear to me.
Not up here. Look over there, to the west, behind the hills.
Oh, you are right. I see them now. They are quite dark, aren't they?
They are. They look like big, grey mountains of cloud. They weren't there half an hour ago.
No, they seem to be moving in quite quickly.
Do you think it is going to rain? I really hope not. That would ruin our perfect Saturday afternoon.
I'm not sure. Sometimes clouds like that just pass by, but they do look a bit like rain clouds.
They look a bit like storm clouds, to be honest. They are very dark at the bottom.
Maybe we should check the weather forecast. Do you have a weather app on your phone?
I do, but I never find it very accurate. What about you?
I have one that is usually quite reliable. Let me just get my phone out and have a look.
That's a great idea. Let's see what the experts predict for us.
I want to know if I have time for one more walk around the park or if I should start heading home.
Exactly. Our whole afternoon plan depends on this forecast.
Okay, I have my weather app open now. Let's see what it says.
What is the verdict? Is our sunny day going to end in a storm?
Let's look at the hourly forecast. It gives a prediction for every hour of the day.
That is very detailed and useful.
So, for right now, it says sunny, with a temperature of 23 degrees, so that is correct.
Okay. What about for the next hour?
For 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it says partly cloudy, and the temperature will drop a little to 21 degrees.
Partly cloudy. That means there will be a mix of sun and clouds. That's not so bad.
No, but for 4 o'clock, the picture changes.
What does it change to? Don't keep me in suspense.
It changes to a picture of a big, dark cloud with a lightning bolt coming out of it.
A lightning bolt. So that means a thunderstorm.
I'm afraid so. It says there is an 80% chance of thunderstorms between 4 and 6 o'clock this evening.
80%? That is a very high chance. So the clouds I saw were storm clouds.
It seems so. The forecast also says it will be quite windy.
A thunderstorm with strong winds. That does not sound very pleasant. I am glad I am not on a hiking trip in the mountains today.
Me too. So the good weather is not going to last all day.
I am so disappointed. I was really hoping for a full day of sunshine.
I know, me too. But at least we have had a beautiful morning and a lovely walk.
That is true. We should be grateful for the good weather we had.
And the storm is not here yet. We still have a little bit of time. What time is it now?
It is just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So, according to the forecast, we have about 2 or 3 more hours of nice weather before the storm arrives.
That is plenty of time to enjoy the park a little bit more and then to get home before it starts to rain.
I agree. We don't need to run home right now.
What a strange thing, a summer thunderstorm. The weather was so perfect, and then suddenly it can change so quickly.
It is very common here in Austria in the summer, especially in August. You often get these hot, humid days that end with a big thunderstorm in the evening.
Yes, the humidity was quite high this morning. The air felt a bit heavy.
That is often a sign that a storm is coming. The storm clears the air.
I have noticed that it often feels much fresher and cooler after a big rainstorm.
It does, so maybe the storm will be a good thing. And tomorrow is supposed to be sunny again.
That's good to know. So it is just a short, passing storm.
It seems so. It will be a very dramatic and exciting afternoon, but then it will be over.
Since you have your weather app open, what does the forecast say for next week?
That's a good question. Let's have a look at the extended forecast.
Are we going to have more sunny days, or is autumn starting early this year?
Let me see. For tomorrow, Sunday, it looks beautiful, sunny, with a few white clouds and a high of 22 degrees.
So a perfect, fresh post-thunderstorm day.
Exactly. Okay, now for the working week. Monday looks a bit grey.
Oh no, not a grey Monday. That's the worst kind of Monday.
The forecast says overcast, with a 60% chance of light rain or drizzle.
Overcast. That means the sky is completely covered with clouds, with no sun at all.
Yes, and the temperature is going to be much cooler, only about 17 degrees.
17 degrees. That is quite a big drop. That is definitely autumn weather. I will have to wear a jacket to work.
Me too. What about Tuesday? Is it going to be the same?
Let's see. Tuesday looks a bit better. It says partly sunny.
So a mix of sun and clouds. I can live with that. And the temperature?
The temperature will be a bit warmer, around 19 degrees.
And for the rest of the week?
Wednesday and Thursday look very similar to Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds, and around 20 degrees. It looks like a very typical early autumn week.
So our beautiful, hot summer days are probably over for this year.
It seems so. It always makes me a little bit sad when summer ends.
I know what you mean. The end of summer is always a little bit sad.
I love the long, warm, sunny evenings. I will miss being able to sit outside on the balcony.
Me too. But I have to say I also love autumn. It is my favorite season.
Really? Your favorite? I have always been a summer person.
I love summer too, but there is something special about autumn in Vienna.
What is it that you love so much?
I love the change in the atmosphere. The air becomes so crisp and clear.
That is true. The air in autumn is very fresh.
And the light changes. The sunlight becomes softer and more golden. It makes everything look so beautiful.
And of course, the most beautiful part of autumn is the leaves.
The leaves! This park will look incredible in a few weeks. All the trees will turn into a sea of gold and red and orange.
It is a beautiful sight. It is like nature's own firework display before the winter comes.
I love walking in the park in the autumn and hearing the crunch of the dry leaves under my feet.
That is a wonderful sound. It's so satisfying.
And I love the fashion in autumn. It is sweater weather. You can finally wear all your cozy jumpers and warm scarves.
That is a very good point. I do love my collection of cozy sweaters.
And it's the season for comforting food, for hot soups and stews and baked apples.
It is the start of the cozy season, the season for staying inside with a good book and a warm drink.
Exactly. So, even though I am sad that summer is ending, I'm also very excited for autumn to begin.
It is so interesting to hear you talk so passionately about autumn. You have almost convinced me.
It is a wonderful season. It has a special kind of beauty.
So, autumn is your favorite season. What is your least favorite season?
My least favorite. That is a difficult question. I think every season has its good points.
But if you had to choose one,
I think I would have to say spring.
spring. That is a very surprising answer. Most people love spring.
I know, and I do love it when the flowers start to come out and the days get longer,
So, why is it your least favorite?
because the weather in spring here in Austria can be so unpredictable.
Ah, yes, the famous April weather, Aprilwetter.
Exactly. One day it can be warm and sunny, like a summer's day, and the next day it can be cold and grey, and it can even snow.
That is very true. You never know what to wear in the spring. You have to leave the house with a t-shirt, a sweater, and a winter coat.
You have to be prepared for all 4 seasons in one day. I find it a little bit stressful.
I can understand that. Autumn and summer are usually a bit more stable.
So that's my answer. My favorite season is autumn, and my least favorite is spring.
It is so interesting how the weather and the seasons can have such a big effect on our mood and our feelings.
It is. We are very connected to the natural world, even if we live in a big city.
So, now it is my turn to ask you the questions.
I am ready.
We know that summer is your favorite season. You love the sunshine and the long evenings.
That is correct.
So, what is your second favorite season?
My second favorite season is winter.
Winter? That is an even more surprising answer than my one about spring.
Why is it surprising?
Because so many people dislike winter. They say it is too cold and too dark and too miserable.
I can understand that, but I have a very different perspective on winter. I think it is a magical season.
Magical? Tell me why.
Well, I think a city like Vienna is at its most beautiful when it is covered in snow.
It is very beautiful, that's true. When all the rooftops and the trees are white, it looks like a picture from a fairy tale.
It does. It is so quiet and peaceful after a heavy snowfall.
And what else do you love about winter?
I love the feeling of being cozy. The Germans have a wonderful word for it, Gemütlichkeit.
Gemütlichkeit. Yes, it means more than just cozy. It means a feeling of warmth and friendliness and contentment.
Exactly. And winter is the season of Gemütlichkeit. It is the season for sitting by a warm fire, drinking hot chocolate, and spending time with your family and friends.
That is a very positive way to look at it.
So you love the snow and the feeling of being cozy.
I do. And there is another very important reason why I love winter in Austria.
What is that?
The Christmas markets, of course. The Christkindlmärkte.
Ah, yes. They are truly magical. The wooden huts, the beautiful lights, the smell of roasted chestnuts and mulled wine in the air.
For me, visiting the Christmas markets is the best part of the whole winter. It always gets me into the festive spirit.
Me too. And we haven't even talked about your favorite sport yet.
Skiing, of course. You cannot go skiing in the summer. Winter is the only season for my greatest passion.
So for you, winter means beautiful snow, cozy evenings, Christmas markets, and skiing in the mountains.
Exactly. What is not to love?
You have made a very strong case for winter. I am starting to see it in a new, more positive light.
So, what is your final verdict?
My final verdict is that every season in Austria has its own unique charm and beauty.
That is a very diplomatic and wise conclusion.
Summer is for swimming in the lakes, autumn is for walking in the colorful forests, winter is for skiing and Christmas markets, and spring is for being confused about what to wear.
Ha! A perfect summary of the Austrian year.
Ooh, I just felt a drop of rain on my head.
I felt one too. And the wind is definitely getting a bit stronger.
Let's look at those clouds again. Wow, they are much closer now. They are right on top of us.
They are very dark and dramatic. The sky has completely changed in the last hour.
The forecast was exactly right. The thunderstorm is coming.
It looks like our lovely afternoon in the park is officially over.
I think so. We should probably start walking towards the tram station.
I agree. I do not want to be caught in the park in a heavy rainstorm. There is nowhere to hide.
And a thunderstorm can be dangerous if you are standing under a big tree.
That is very true. We should be sensible and head home.
It was so lovely to see you, Leo, even if our walk was cut a little bit short.
It was wonderful to see you too, Anna. And we had a very interesting and educational conversation about the weather.
We did. I have learned all about your love for winter, and I have a new appreciation for the season.
And I have been reminded of how beautiful autumn can be.
Come on, let's walk quickly. I think I just heard a distant rumble of thunder.
I heard it too. Let's go. It's a race against the storm.